welcome back. It's been a while. So there's some stuff I've added to this world. You can kind of see one thing is a bit different, and there's some stuff I did. There's some of it was recorded. I just never edited and uploaded it. It's kind of lost now. And then there's some that I just did recently because I felt like adding to it. It get me to a specific setting where I want to continue recording because it's been, I think, easily over a year. So I'll give a little tour of what's changed. We have 3 chests up here now. Dirt, limestone, and marble. Over here, I changed the last chest to that. I have steel going on right now, actually. I've been compressing steel to make a bunch of stuff because I want to work on getting to the moon because I feel like working towards the moon is the best option right now. So I've been compressing a lot of shit because it's probably good to have all that. So first thing that's important is I upgraded all the cables, like all the ducts, like the whatever they're called, the flux ducts. And I have a bunch left. I made a reactor finally, so it's pretty good. When I was first making it, I actually turned it into what would be the reactor for a turbine. It had like steam and water in it, and I was like, why won't it make electricity? I realized my mistake, and I fixed it, and now it's that. And luckily, I have the blocks to change into to the reactor for a turbine to make steam. If I'm able to make a turbine for more power, but I think that mix of all of our stuff is enough power for here. I started a little thing for the moon. This will be a little like workshop area to make the rocket and all of that. I feel like it'll work. I'll have the oxygen collectors and the rocket station. Because over there's all of our other machines for like making stuff. And like the thing to make the rocket, the NASA workbench, if it's called that. I have a black hole tank filled with a bunch of fuel for when we have to fuel the rocket. Right here is the oil refinery. It's running pretty well. I connected it to the main system that everything's on. I have the quarry. I connected to the main system as well. You can see that these usually aren't just full blue unless you got high amount of power going in there. And I do. I don't know why. Sometimes stuff will just build up on top of here. You can see the quarry is much faster now. That spot over there is missing some because I found a oil, like a little thing of oil down in underground, and it's all gone. So it's like all filled with oil here, and I sucked it all out to power to give fuel to the oil to the refinery to fuel it, so I can make fuel. What else is there? That's mainly it. Nothing else crazy. I had to remove a mod as Lucky Ores, I believe, because it would crash whenever the quarry tried to mine one of those blocks. And to replace my pickaxe, I made a dark matter pickaxe. I'll show a bit of this. So I set up a sorting system. This is just for the magma crucible. It's really slow, so all like the cobblestone and stuff goes into here, but it obviously can't use all of it as quick. So if it doesn't get into the chest, it'll come out and go into the void. It's just a little void pipe down there, and it'll delete it. If I need some, I can easily just collect from this chest, and then this quarry will give me some. It'll run out eventually, but it just means I have to either remove the quarry or just mine some. I have all of this. I have a pipe going down. So it's the cobblestone pipes, and there's the gold ones, which speed it up, which goes all the way underground, all the way to here, to just put straight into our chests for our pulverizers, crushers, and all that. It's right now being odd. For some reason, okay, there you go. I guess I just accidentally turned off the thing to collect all the stuff out for the pulverizer. Oh no, I think is when I was making stuff for the what's it called? Steel. I used up all the steel. Perfect. So I've been making a ton of steel and compressing it because that's very well needed for the rockets. So yeah, I'm thinking next thing is to make a rocket. That'd be nice. So for because right here is all the stuff. I need like a parachute, oxygen mask. There's a GPS. I don't really need it, but oh, that's cool. I didn't know I could do that. And then the oxygen tanks and all that stuff. We need to somehow get sheep, because I'll need red wool. But I think with the mod I have, only those exist. And there's kind of an issue with that because, well, I need wool. So how much wool do I have? Because I also need it because I want to make a, so I only have a little bit. I'm going to go around, I think. Well, this is all running. And try to see if I can find sheep. I want to eventually start, like, as you can see, I start like a little pen for them. But I don't think that's going to be happening unless I can find some. Can these guys be sheared? No. So I have to find sheep or rams, I'm guessing. Because the animal mod adds those. Yeah. So I'll eventually look for those. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'll grab some red dye. Well, just the flowers for red dye. So I can make some of it. Because if I'm correct, the biggest oxygen tank is the red one. Yep, it's the red one. And why make this the light oxygen tank or any of them when I can have that? So I do want to make these though. And these tin canisters, I'm going to make a bunch of tin canisters actually. Because I have a lot of tin. So let's see. Got metals right here. Yeah, I have a ton of tin. So I think if I do this and then do another half stack, that should be enough tin canisters. So let's just I've been trying to fix it that whenever like press R in my inventory, I turn off the automatic thing for that. Sometimes my game is lagging. It's just because I have so much stuff going around and I'm trying to figure out how to fix it on my side. So yeah. Yeah, my inventory, whenever I press R, it sorts it, which is nice. But the problem is I like all of it where it is, and I don't know if I can lock it. I looked at the shortcuts just quickly, and I didn't see anything that looked like it makes sense. I'm gonna go sleep. And yeah. I also want to eventually update make like an actual house. Because I don't know what my plan was with this. Looking at it. I think I know what I wanted to do, but I don't think I did it how I wanted to do. So I'm thinking I'm going to turn this into some sort of like storage warehouse or something. Make an actual house. Maybe like up on this hill or something. Make an actual house. Just for niceness. Because I have like a bunch of furniture stuff. Like let's say just chair. Yeah, there's like all these chairs and I could just make like a nice little house. It'll eventually happen. Yeah. I have an extra chest in here just because when I was setting this up. Let's see what's in here. Nothing I really need. I do need to eventually stock up on more redstone in my inventory for my ring, so I could fly. Inside the, I'm gonna say this now. I've made red matter. It's being made. I've been planning to make dark matter armor because it's way better than diamond, obviously. But the problem is, it's very expensive. Actually, I think I can. That'd make like only like 2, so I don't want to make that. Yeah. Do I have glass in here? I was thinking I made glass. Let's see. Okay, so I do want to make a bunch of glass tubing for the oxygen pipe system. And I think this is the recipe. Maybe it's this. Let's see. Oxygen pipe. Does not exist there. Actually, it might. Because I need to make like okay, so oxygen. So I need to make oxygen collector as well. So that's one of the things I want to make, as well as a oxygen compressor and an oxygen sealer. I could make an oxygen decompressor for the main system on the like moon, so I can burn tanks of oxygen and add it to it. But I think if I just make it like a second oxygen collector on the moon, and then use that. Sorry, I'm looking for all this stuff. So I also need to make all of this. I'm trying to find the oxygen pipe. Fluid pipe. Is it just a fluid pipe? Did they change it since last time I have? Oh, that's what it is. Just a fluid pipe now. Okay, that's good to know. So I do want to do that. I'm gonna make a few because I need to look at it to see if it's exactly what I'm thinking of. Actually, that makes sense for it to be a fluid pipe because I think they count oxygen as a fluid in like blocks and stuff. So it might just be like that. Let's make some. Because glass planes are good anyway. I also need to eventually make the right type of... Because that is the recipe. Yep, that's it. So I'll make a few. Let's see, let's do this. And let's make like about 16... whatever this makes. Yeah, that should be enough for right now. If I need more, I make more. So there's a lot I need to make. So I do want that. Transfer liquid and gas. Okay, yeah. I need to make these as also. So chiseled stone. So that means I just have to make a bunch of cobblestone. Because I do want to make those blocks because I know they're sealable. And I can make like a little oxygen thing. For once we do first get to the moon, I'm going to make extra oxygen tanks for me. Because we're just going to instantly look for meteors to get the meteoric iron. Because with that, I can make, if I'm correct, not that, not that. With this, I believe, let's see, airlocks. Yes, that's what I do want. So let's see, airlock. So yeah, we want airlocks for moon base because we don't want to die. So I think it's a good idea to have those. So yeah, there's a lot that can be done. I'm gonna, let's see what we can do first. So I have all of this. So let's, I think what we'll do right now is let's make a oxygen collector. And I want to also make a oxygen storage module. So we do need wool. Because I think also for the oxygen collect, let's make an oxygen collector. So let's make that first. So we need free steel, 2 aluminum for the top and bottom. Free steel and 2 aluminum. That's tin. This is aluminum. It's the blue one. Oxygen collector. Oxygen vent. We need free tin and 1 steel. So let's do that. That works. And oxygen fan. So we need a basic wafer. We'll have to make more basic wafers. I'll probably start doing that after when it's my just on my own time, because they're simple. They take a long time to make. Oxygen. I need 2 oxygen vents, I believe. So I'm constantly going back and forth. So I need another steel. I'll move that back up here. And that. So oxygen collector. So I have that. 4 tin free steel. 4 tin free steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's make some of these because it's getting too many items in my inventory. So let's make both of the vents. We only want 2. Don't want 3. Now let's make, I can't make this. Actually I can. So I need a tin canister. I made a stack of those. So, oops. So we got that. So right now the recipe is looking like this. So we got that and that. So we're doing pretty good. Now we want, for the collector, we want a fan. That's 4 steel. Wafer and a redstone, I believe. Let me grab a redstone. And that'll make us the next collector. And what else? Collector, free steel, And I think it was that was it with the 1 tin at the bottom. Oh no, the oxygen concentrator is right here. What's in the middle? And tin canister. For some reason, I have a compressed tin and a tin canister. I think I used one. I didn't grab two. That's what it was. Collector. So we got a collector now. So we do want that to be right. We'll let this start running. The oxygen storage module is just so that we don't waste it. So yeah, we'll have that running. We'll have the collecting. I think we'll set up 2 collector modules, another one, and then the compressor. So we want 2 right here. Let's set up the pipes. So I kind of got an idea, and I think we can make whatever it's called. It's right on my head. The compressor. Because that's pretty simple, yeah. So bronze. Ooh. I might have 2 bronze. Let's see. It'd be in bottom metal. Yep. I'll just make these. I'll make more bronze. Bronze is like... What is it? Let's see. Bronze dust. Copper and tin. Okay, I'll make that I'll make that eventually. I'll make like another stack of it, like all my other ones. So let's so you got collector. I do want to make another one on the moon where we can set up like a little oxygen tank for our main base. So we need all the rest of the stuff again. Compressor. So you need 4 tin, 3 aluminum. No, 4 steel, 3 aluminum. 4 free aluminum. Oops. Yep. Compressor. Yep. And then we need 3 tin, 4 aluminum. Oops. 3 tin. Compressor. Tin canister. 3 tin, 1 steel. Tin canister, 3 tin, 1 steel. There you go. I have a very weird way of making all this. I don't know why. It's just how my process goes. Because I have no real guide for this because I made like I didn't make this, but I made like the mod pack. So all of this stuff is kind of just based off of how I designed it. So I do want this to go like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. I'm going to also make underneath this all marble so that when you look down through the, like, well, I technically look down, it doesn't look as ugly. So marble, also a stack of raw marble. I was going to make the moon base out of marble, but I'll do the tin blocks because I know those can mix in with a lot of the stuff. So it's probably in best interest of me to do like something where it's gonna look nice, because it'll just, if it looks nice, it'll just be better. So I think I only really need this, because these won't be noticed. So let's do this. Finish up all the marble. Place these in. And let's hope I have enough, because I don't want to make too many more of these. For the moon, I'm going to use hardened because I have a ton of those. They're better than the original ones we had. Oops. Always mix these two up. I also made another wrench. It's for a few things. I don't have any of those. Alright, there we go. What did you drop? You dropped a spell scroll. That's cool. Let's put all this away. Dirt, marble, miscellaneous, I guess. Spell scroll for, I think I might have another one? I do not. Oh, they're going down here. Oops. Let's rest. I'll show. So, the ones I currently have, these are a very long process to make. So let me. I have to find it. So there's there's like multiple tiers. So there's leadstone, which is the ones that we used to have, which only transfer 1,000. Then there's the next tier, which is hardened, which transfer 4,000. I could run off 4,000 per. Well, it's 4,000 per tick, which is pretty good for transferring like energy. I made the redstone energy flux duct because they're way powerful. They're 9,000, and they're not cheap, but they're pretty easy to make. The hardest part is just the magma crucible. So you destabilize redstone by melting the magma crucible, then you put it into fluid transposer and you put it into these ones which you make, which are electrum and hardened glass. Hardened glass is easy to make. It's just obsidian pulverized and pulverized lead. 1 to 4, 1 pulverized lead per 4 pulverized obsidian. You throw it in the induction smelter and it makes it. Electrum, it's just, if I'm correct, it's literally just gold and silver dust. You get those, mix them together. You put in the furnace, and then you get it after. And then this you put in for the hardened glass. So I have more of these. They're just annoying to make is the redstone, because the redstone takes so long to like melt. I'm gonna move that right up here because the wires are sometimes useful. Yeah, it's just a pain to melt it because it takes so long. Right now I have a good amount, but that's like been running for like over an hour since I made it. Let's see what I got going on here. This is getting pretty full. I'm gonna take out some of the bulky stuff like the coal, the redstone, put those away because they take up so much space and there's so much of it. So they're all right here. And I think this is gonna be the end of this episode. I think for the next episode, we'll start off after I get the wool. We'll get wool, and we'll continue off making all this stuff. So I shall see you next time. Goodbye.